What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast. And on this broadcast, we're going to be bantering about the state of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, before I get into the breakdown of this organization for the 2023 season, make sure you head over to laracuenteledger.com as we have a corresponding article up on these very Arizona Diamondbacks. So we're going to begin the 9-part evaluation with their major acquisitions. Now, when it comes to the major acquisition for the Diamondbacks, the biggest ones of note is a trade that was made to acquire the services of Gabriel Moreno and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. I think the addition of both of these players is really going to help the Diamondbacks kind of facilitate some change in their organization. Both players are coming off of a postseason pedigree team in the Toronto Blue Jays. I think that there's an opportunity for these players to kind of get filtered in, especially being right-handed bats, where there was a lot of lefties in the lineup for the Diamondbacks in 2022. I think that there's an opportunity now with some of the other players that were also brought in, like Evan Longoria, that could help this team kind of nurture and grow, and its ability to kind of withstand and kind of go through the juggernaut season that is the National League West Division, with teams like the Padres and the Astros ahead of them. I think that for the Diamondbacks, this acquisition is really going to start laying the foundational work with the players that they already have in place and that core that they've already built up to really start to put the Diamondbacks on the map for postseason contention. When it comes to the significant injuries for the Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte, who is arguably their best and most notable player, is the player that we're watching this upcoming season. In 2022, he would lose the end of the season, and this is going to be a guy who's going to come back and likely going to be fine for the entire 2023 season. But this is going to be a player that they have to keep their eye on, as this is going to be a very interesting and pivotal player for them in that lineup. I think that the fact that he is a switch hitter, he is so versatile in where he can play, not just in the field, but also in the lineup. To me, this is going to be one of the biggest players and the biggest factors for the Diamondbacks' success in 2023. Now, as we examine the top prospect, it is Corbin Carroll, arguably who I believe is going to be the National League Rookie of the Year. Yes, we've already covered our offseason prediction video, but when it comes to Corbin Carroll, to me, this is also the X factor for this Diamondbacks team. I think that this is going to be a player that they really build their lineup around, they build their franchise around. This will be the new cornerstone player for this organization in 2023 and beyond. So to me, Corbin Carroll is their top prospect, but he is also going to be their best player. Now, as we examine the bold prediction for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Evan Longoria is going to have a very good campaign, in my opinion, for the Diamondbacks. Arizona is where he lives. He's going to be able to sleep in his own bed. This is going to facilitate a very good season for him, a very comfortable season. I think that for Longo, this is going to be a guy who's going to hit 20 home runs and have an OPS of 800 or better. This is a player that has some veteran experience, who's going to help kind of mentor some of the younger players that are going to be on this Diamondback roster. But to me, offensively, this is going to be a player that has a bounce back type season from the last few seasons that have kind of been injury riddled. So this is going to be a solid season for Evan Longoria with 20 home runs and an 800 OPS. Now, when it comes to the divisional rankings, we have an article up on laracuenteledger.com, as well as a video here on YouTube on the Baseball Banter Broadcast, where we predicted our divisional rankings. The Diamondbacks come in fourth place in this National League West division. Now, I don't think that it is by much that they are out of that third place position. They're very easily could find themselves moving up in this ranking into that third place spot. But I think that for the way the team is built right now, they're still learning, they're still growing. The players are still maturing in their approach. So I think for that reason, they come in fourth place, but it'd be a very, very slim margin to being third. Now, when it comes Grading out the pitching staff, there are some questions to me on this roster. It's a D+ overall grade that I'm giving them. However, there is an opportunity for some of these players to take that next step, to take that next level in their development and really start to push the Diamondbacks much closer to contention than anyone can expect. I think that they are a very close to being ready team, in my opinion. Now, that being said, there are going to have to be career years out of several players in both the bullpen as well as the rotation for this Diamondback squad for that to be able to take place in 2023. I think that as this team goes through this season, they're going to learn, they're going to develop, they're going to continue maturing in their approach. And I think that for 2024, they're going to be a much more dominant and dangerous threat in the wild card hunt in the National League. But for the 2023 season, a D+ overall grade, but very, very close to an average pitching staff. Now, when it comes to grading out the offense, it is a C overall. I think that this is an average offense right now. I think that there is an opportunity for some of these players on this Diamondback roster to kind of mature and develop further in 2023. I think that for guys like Christian Walker, the aforementioned Corbin Carroll, I think that for Longoria, he's going to have a good season. This is going to be an opportunity for this team to really start to show what they have and lay the groundwork for becoming a contending team once again in that National League postseason divisional rankings. I think that there's an opportunity for the Diamondbacks to really solidify themselves as a postseason, as a wild card team, but it is going to take some career years. I think that right now there are going to be players that you have to pay attention to for this Diamondbacks roster, but there is going to be an opportunity that they could be better. For now, they will get a grading of a C. Now, when it comes to the offseason grading for the Arizona Diamondbacks, I give it a C-. Now, not much was done truly outside of bringing in Evan Longoria and the trade that was made to acquire Gabriel Moreno and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. But to me, not much else was needed for this team that is still developing. They're still growing, and they're at the borderline of contention. And I think that with the players that they have in-house, there's an opportunity for them to really see what they have through the first couple of months of the season and maybe make some changes during the trading season towards the trading deadline in July and August. I think that there's an opportunity for this team to kind of really solidify themselves in that National League wildcard hunt. But that being said, when it comes to the offseason itself, I really do like the additions that they made, even though it wasn't that many. I think that there could have been more that they could have done, but for now, a C- rating overall. Now, when it comes to grading out the franchise as a whole, they get a C grading. To me, right now, the Diamondbacks are an average team, but with the very, very near precipice of jumping into a contending team in the postseason rankings. I think that there's an opportunity because of how good their farm system is, as well as the players that they already have on the roster. Corbin Carroll, to me, again, as I said earlier, is going to be a very impactful star in 2023. I believe he's going to win the Rookie of the Year. But the Diamondbacks have the 4th best farm system, according to Keith Law of The Athletic. This is going to be something that they can now infuse the rest of this roster with some of these young up-and-coming talents. Like I said, I think that there's going to be some very good players on this squad. To me, Christian Walker is going to be a guy who's very underrated. I think Longoria has a solid season. And being able to kind of infuse some youth into this movement, I think really pushes the Diamondbacks right up to the edge of contention. So right now they are a C, an average overall franchise, but I think they are very close to pushing it up to that next level. But I want to hear from you. Let me know, baseball fans. Let me know, Diamondback fans. How are you feeling about your squad in 2023? What are the things that you are most looking forward to? What are your biggest concerns? Let me know that down in the comments, or you can find me over on Twitter at banter_baseball, where we can keep the conversation rolling. Man, if you haven't already done so, make sure you head over to our social media outlets. As I said, the aforementioned Twitter at banter_baseball. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Baseball Banter Broadcast. If you want to show more support for us here, head over to laracuenteledger.com. Again, articles go up daily most of which cover the world of Major League Baseball, but we also cover some other things as well. And if you want to show even more support beyond that, head over to our merchandise shop, baseballbanterbroadcast.com, where you can use any number of the promo codes that we have running in the banner on the top of the site to save on some banter merch. Now, this is YouTube, so you know the deal. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe, as most of our audience here has not yet subscribed to the channel. So let me know down in the comments if there's something different that you want to see from the channel that'll make you subscribe. If you love what you're seeing already, hit that subscribe and the bell for post notifications so that each and every time we drop a new broadcast here covering the beautiful world of baseball, you'll know. So I'll catch you guys on the next broadcast when we discuss more and banter more about that beautiful world of baseball. Peace.